Now, I love that we're sitting here with one sinner and one saint of the group. And we spoke about Whitney a little bit earlier. Do we think that there's going to be more of a cohesive unit now that she seems to be pretty much separated from the entire group?
Yeah, I mean, I think it worries me, though, because, like, if she's not in the group, too, I'm like, well, who else? Who's next? Like, who's the next villain, I guess, because I feel like we're all pretty close right now, and I know there's, like, some fallout with Whitney. I mean, like, we're still on fine terms, I would say, like, with Whitney. So, like, to an extent. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think it worries me, though, what the group would be like, though, without her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is shocking to people that we're on good terms with Whitney. I feel like there's not, for me, I haven't seen the show, so people are like, girl, you gotta watch it before you're gonna, like, actually talk about that. And I'm like, she helped me when I was in a really dark place, and she was the first one. So, like, I don't really care what she said about me, and I just kind of reached out and was like, I'm here for you. Whitney is, like, the least of my problems coming. Like, if we have a season 2, she's the least of my problems. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, can I just ask one real quick? So it is interesting for you to say that you're still on fine terms with her, especially given her TikToks and your responses to it and Michaela's. So do you all feel some sort of pressure or need to even heighten that drama for TikTok or respond on TikTok and Instagram and social, since that's your bread and butter?
I mean, yeah, but, like, that drama is very much real right now. Like, it's not over embellished at all. Like, it's all completely real, like, what's going on. So, yeah, it's, like, shocking to me, but, you know, Whitney kind of was posting personal messages online, which is very much not okay, and especially because, like, she didn't even respond to my texts and stuff, so, like, whatever, that's a whole nother story. But Michaela is my ride or die, so she's, like, coming to bat for me. We were flying, and so I didn't even know what was going on, and all of a sudden I open my phone again, and I'm like, whoa, Michaela is going off, and she's, like, the little, I call her the secret sniper.
She's riding for you.
Yes.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
And I was like, even you all she's joked about on the show, it's like we didn't really get to see her full story.
No,
she did a nice carousel the other day on Instagram about, like, the relationship that you two had, Mayci. And she also was like, her entire chronic illness journey.
Yes.
And so to see her go so hard on Instagram, so coming to bat for you against Whitney has been so gratifying, because I'm like, oh, that's a sleeper cell. Yeah. And I want to see it go off.
Yeah, she has, like, an amazing story too, so I really hope we can touch on that in season 2. And she's just, like, such a loyal friend, and that's what was interesting watching the show. I was like, this doesn't show my friendship with Michaela at all. It doesn't even look like we're close friends. And me and Michaela have known each other since, and been friends since 2020 before I even knew Whitney. Like, we've been very, very close, but the show doesn't show that at all. So it's really interesting to see that, because I'm like, Michaela's been my best friend for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very important question. Did Whitney ever come back to the group chat? What is her standing in the group chat today?
She did not come back. There's a couple group chats. The main one, she did not come back to, correct?
No.
She never, but then she teased that she was never invited back.
Well, Jen
correct?
asked to bring her back in, and then the other girls were like, no. And then I guess Whitney found out about that because Jen told her that everyone said no, apparently. Which I don't think me and Taylor said anything. I don't think we even saw the messages.
She called it out in an interview.
Yeah.
And she called us out, and she's like, I wasn't invited back. And then she just, like, says it, and me and Mayci are like, well, we didn't even know that you were trying to get back. And I guess we were caught off guard in the interview.
Like, you want to come back? Like, we're all just confused. I think me and Taylor were kind of out of that situation. Like, we kind of saw the messages once it was, like, done with.
Yeah. So no, the answer is no. She's not come back to the group message. For real.
Wow.
Yeah.